provided cover at that level. It moves from that to the ward level, from the ward level to the local government area level. Once you get to the ward level and the local government area level, you have all these things collated. It therefore means that if by the time it was getting to the state collation center, where the chief returning officer for the gubernatorial election is supposed to preside, if she was in doubt, part of what she will do is to deliberately give instructions and directives for the following to be done. One, at the local government, at the polling unit level, the police will have their own copy. The State Security Service was always present. She will issue a directive to the state command of the police, the State Directorate of the SSS, and these people will feed her with...
And the atmosphere for all of that had to be conducive. And the atmosphere for the President Electoral Commission to do that.
We need to put that at the back of our mind. Something was mentioned on air just now, that she left without police cover. That means our police protection orderly, who was supposed to be with her 24/7,
was not there,
will have to answer queries on that. The SSS that is attached to her, you remember that the moment election is going to start properly, the day she receives the sensitive materials, she becomes a public figure and stays in public domain until she declares the electoral results and determines that, okay, now the commission has finished its job, you go ahead. She must have stayed in public domain, and those officers will have to answer. And I want to believe that the police authorities, the SSS authorities, will begin to investigate this allegation that she left without cover. I'm happy that the senator is here, and His Excellency the Governor understands this. You are kept watch over by these men. You are their principals.
Yes.
And these are issues that we Nigerians need to understand and appreciate.
Why all that happened? Another allegation that she made was that even when she tried to reach out to some superiors to find out, collectively, let's take a decision, what do we do about this, none was reachable. Does it also that reach? And by following it was discovered that all those superiors have all escaped from that place.
We need to hold a reflective meeting. We need to hold a reflective meeting instead of today now raising the beats too strongly. What I believe is for us to sit down as citizens of Nigeria, which will allow us to begin to look at some of these critical issues.
If the same party agents had signed those results at the ward level, I mean, at the police ward level, what would then make them not to follow it up to want to collect, if that truly was what happened?
Let me tell you one thing I have discovered in my experience as an electoral litigation lawyer. Even signature of party agents is not sacrosanct. Somebody from PDP can sign that he's AC, and vice versa. So the signature it doesn't make it.
What makes it
worsens it when there is none. Because you can see results where, like he's talking about Republican Party, did they field a candidate in the governorship? So what are they doing there?
PPA.
What is wrong with PPA?
You understand?
No, your party.
Yeah. I don't know whether they
said you were in
I don't know what
whatever name you call it.
No, you said you were in Idosi.
Listen to me. Whatever name you call it, because you said my party, I will respond to that. You did not have the ticket of a PDP.
Please.
So don't let us go into that. By the time you go there, I will tell you how you became a PDP member suddenly. So don't let us go into that. You know your governor, all of you are illegal occupants of the PDP, which we are trying to flush you out.
No, well,
so don't let us go into that, because it will take you out.
You know, my former governor,
please don't go that way.
Had I led,
because we were also AC. We were AC. We were AC.
You consider I became because of
the deputy governor contested
these people
for governorship under AC. Governor Oni was in AC. All of you came and took property that never belonged to you. You drove the owners, and we are trying to drive you too. We'll drive you.
When you now say the reason why we must hold a reflective meeting and allow some of these issues that are not
you
just
see, it is the
about
PDP voting for PDP. Let me tell you the truth. It is the PDP voting for AC. That's the fact. Until tomorrow, like I want to clear. Listen, I want to clear one issue.
The PDP
by the time I finish clear this one, I want you to understand that this 18,000 in my town now, we have about 3,000 registered voters.
Yes.
But we know, you and I know, that in Ekiti and other states, these numbers are not realistic.
We are padded up.
Excuse me,
I want to
I will wait.
Okay.
Now, that issue you are talking about, my election with Adebayo. The first election to House of Reps and Senate came first.
National Assembly.
Yes, sir. AC in my town sat on our neck.
AD.
God bless you, sir. And you are not a member of AD. No. They sat on my neck. All the votes we got in my town, 423. And we are 3,600 voters.
Well, so
in
what
Oye, one on one in Oye, you will not get 2,000.
So Alpha is not bigger than Oye.
I'm not saying Alpha. I said in Oye, we got 423. That was what I said to you. In Oye, if they do election again, we will man one on one. You will not get 2,000. That's your 18,000.
One
man, one vote.
Let me lay the foundation for all of that argument, so that it will make sense to.
You know, we have more than 2,000 people working in the local government. So I don't know how you want to.
Let me lay the foundation for some of these discussions. In 5 local governments, elections have been declared.
Yes.
No doubt about that. I want to bring some statistics out of this so that we try to be a little bit scientific in this. Bonyi local government, in the 10 local governments where the reruns are expected, about 226,778 votes are the estimated number of voters. So that's the number of votes that the contestants are targeting. Yes. 226,778 as per INEC register. Now, in Bonyi local government, we have 3 wards. And the total number of votes in Bonyi local government, expected votes is 18,106. Please note the figures. 18,106.
Registered voters.
Registered voters on the register. But in the election that have been concluded and results announced, you have the PDP scoring 1,925 votes. And the AC is scoring 2,871 votes. If you put the 2 figures together, that is less than 4,000 votes. 4,000. It's less than 4,000.
Less than 5,000.
2,000, 3,000. That's 4. That's 3,000.
Less than 5,000.
Less than 5,000 votes.
In 3 wards.
In 3 wards. But we are talking of 18,106 votes. 18,106.
And with some regional.
Sorry, please, Your Excellency.
So you read there.
Sorry, please. Don't let us lose track of it. Sorry, please. Now, sorry, please. Let's move on to Ise-Orun local government. Ise-Orun, according to INEC, the total number of registered voters is 26,934 votes.
Yes.
In Ise-Orun, you have 10 wards. The results declared by INEC on Saturday show that the PDP scored 3,864 votes. AC scored 4,221 votes. If you put it together again, that's less than 10,000. That's less than 10,000 votes.
Yes.
Less than 10,000. Yes. And we are talking of 26,923 votes. I could go on and on and on like that. Now let's go.
I think you have to be very compliant with your broadcasting codes ethics now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Those are votes that have been declared. So I'm operating within law here. That's why I limited myself to the areas where election. That's why I wouldn't take the bail of His Excellency to talk about a record which has not been declared. I'm limiting myself to areas that have been declared. Now here we are talking of Oye local government.
Yes.
2 wards, 18,000 votes is what is at stake.
Yes.
And that is what the PDP is banking on. That if this result is if this election holds is going to be the decider, aren't we being a little bit subjective? Is that really 18,000 votes expected in Oye local government? Also, before now, there had been allegations, which INEC itself has not denied, that on the voters register for the 2 wards in Oye, you have names of Honorable Dimeji Bankole, Speaker of the House of Representatives. You have the names of.
They don't have the names. They have.
Okay, you have the picture.
They have. They say
on another person's name. You have the name of Honorable Abike Dabiri. You have the name of the Senate President David Mark. and you have the name of even Engineer Segun.
You have those names, you have their pictures.
Okay, but you have the name of Engineer Segun Oni.
As we speak.
Also in Oye local
yes,
government.
as we speak to you.
So what would that...
The process of manipulating those INEC, the INEC register is still ongoing. People, they did the same thing in Ayetoro.
Oh, you think that people manipulate?
It has been changed. This is computer.
You can change it into INEC
on Thursday at the stakeholders consultation.
Let me tell you something. There is no way we could have registered in year 2005, when this 2005-2006, when this register was being compiled. There's Dimeji Bankole was not yet
speaker.
The speaker.
Well, but
was not yet.
meant,
That's where no. But what people have been doing, these guys, and nobody in my hometown had access to the National Assembly calendar of pictures. Now, these people, the National Assembly, you know, it will not even be coming in the calendar because 360 something probably will not fit inside there. Now, these people manipulating this thing, they will always leave a trail. Now they've gone to the National Assembly to put images of people, they have pictures, and they were replacing it with the names on the internet. We know that we have
informed. Was that what happened in Ondo as well?
I have informed you.
Was what happened in Ondo where that's
Tyson?
That's where we also have some issues.
I saw the INEC register. Nobody could have put Dimeji Bankole or David Mark or Abika Dabiri that would have been able to see.
But it happened in Ondo. That's why people are raising it now. That it happened in Ondo. And if it didn't, if the court didn't sift through all of this,
the same people have this technology.
Oh, the same people who did it in Ondo are the ones who are doing it in
Ondo. Who are already monitoring everything that you say, tracking your phone numbers. The same people who have cameras talking to the satellite. These are the same people manipulating.
That's why you are beating them.
And these are,
for me, the thing is, Your Excellency,
I know, nobody court would have said that Ayuarishi raised the finger against him. Nobody. And I know for a fact that I have obeyed every law under the Electoral Act. The only person or the people that have been violating that and continues to violate are people in the AC, including their new friend, Ayo Fayoshi
of PPA.
Of PPA. Because it's no longer a member of PDP.
And we are going to show you on the video.
The truth of the matter is, if whatever you have not shown now, you won us with 1,500 in the report of Felodo, and that is all you want to take 40% of our executive for. You defeated us in by 300 and something. 300 and something votes.
We defeat you more.
We defeated you in Nigeria with over 3,000 votes. We defeated you in Okemesi with over 2,000 votes. So we have the result. It is the fact that they are now so jittery. There is no result that can come out of Oye that will not be in favor of the PDP. That I can assure you.
Mr. Fagbemi, don't forget that before the elections, there had been reports of an INEC official that was caught allegedly tampering with the voters register. Now, these have and INEC said that those were continuous registration exercises and that it had nothing to do with the voters register. If INEC said it had copies of the voters register and political parties have it, is it possible for anybody to hack into INEC own voters register and such that it will be different from what others have?
At the risk